Hi, my gorgeous friends. And this is to talk about the purpose of life. I just did another video on the role purpose versus soul purpose, and this is a sequel to the same video. So, if you understand life as a context, we come forth from the non physical reality into a physical world, and we come here to learn certain experiences, to finish certain unfinished business that we had, which we call karma. And we come here to evolve our soul and upgrade our levels of consciousness so that we could reach higher realms and reach a point of no duality. Uh, what does that mean? So, I like to refer to life as a context of we come from singularity. So when you go back to the Big Bang and you understand, we've all come from a single atom. So we come from singularity, a single point. And when you talk about the physical reality, the third dimension to the seventh dimension, it's a dimension of duality where we have both the dual states existing, like the positive and the negative, the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, the sun and the moon, the feminine and the masculine divine. So it's a world of duality, it's a physical reality. And if you understand it from the standpoint of quantum physics, everything that's physical, that's matter, has to have a positively charged particle and a negatively charged particle. And that is when we can create matter. So our physical world is a world of matter. So we come forth from the non-physical singularity into a world of duality to master a state of neutrality or balance and go back and merge into singularity. So the whole context of life is we come from singularity into a state of duality, and we've got to master the state of neutrality that will take us back into singularity. So the point when we be balanced and we reach neutrality, we reach something called moksha or nirvana, and we don't come back into this physical world anymore. And then we live in the non-physical realms and we evolve our levels of consciousness. So what is the purpose of this physical reality? The purpose was you were given this physical senses, the five senses, to perceive your physical world so that you could come and experience all of your emotions which are in a dual state, the positive emotions and the negative emotions. And before you came forth into this reality, you said, I will go into a physical body, I will pour myself into a beautiful physical body, and I will live in joy. I will give love and I will receive love, and I will identify that God peace within me and within every single person I encounter. And along with all of these declarations you signed up and you subscribed for life. You signed your karmic contracts with your group souls who happen to be your family, your blood relationships, your mom, your dad, your in-laws, your spouse, your children, and they became the players of your life. And this whole concept of life was created, and you just promised that you would go forth, and when everybody is displaying their negative emotion, I will see a God in them and I will use my emotions with a choice. And as we were growing up, all of our emotions have been given to us as tools in a toolkit to be used with a choice only when needed for self-preservation and self-defense. But as we were growing up with the kind of environmental conditioning we got programmed, somehow, instead of being conscious about our emotions got programmed in our subconscious in an auto-programmed mode, and now we don't even know we are displaying these negative emotions. We are angry, we are irritated, we are jealous, we are guilty, we are fearful, and we don't even know why. It's like a constant loop of emotions that goes on an automatic mode. So the whole purpose is you got to peel yourself from the unconscious realms and the subconscious realms and become more conscious about the use of these emotions. And when you consciously begin to live life with a purpose, you realize you actually don't need to use these emotions because there's no threat, and you really don't need to defend yourself from your own people. The true purpose of life was to come here to master yourself. The true purpose of your life was to come here to upgrade your soul from a level of unconscious, subconscious to a state of consciousness and superconsciousness. Your true purpose was to balance out yourself. Your true purpose is to just love yourself and embrace yourself in totality. That means in the dual state of the positive and the negative. We all are dual in nature. That means we have a dual positive and a negative nature. The truth is, instead of functioning from duality, we've all gone into a state of emotional bipolarity. Either we are extremely positive or then we're extremely negative. So that state of balance is missing. And then when this imbalance happens, this imbalance also manifests in our physical body as the disease, what we call the physical disease. So every physical disease in the human body is nothing but a culmination or an imbalance of our emotions. So, my dear gorgeous friends, it's very, very important you understand the context of life, you understand the purpose. We did not come here to run after material wealth. All of that was just a byproduct of our life. We came here to go within our soul and to embrace all the dark areas, the dark alleys, the dark shadows, and to be perfect, whole, and complete just the way we are. We did not come here to expect anything from the world. We did not come here to give anything to the world. We just came here to master ourselves. And that is a very singular purpose we must live with. And then in the past video that I posted, I spoke about the role purpose and the soul purpose. But no matter which purpose you're functioning from, the idea is mastering self. The idea is loving self unconditionally and upgrading your soul's levels of consciousness and going back home someday.